What's going on, fantasy football fans? I'm your host, Huseyin the Brain, and you're watching The Couch. It's week 7 of fantasy football, and there's been some crazy injuries. So I'm going to start off this video by talking about some of the notable injuries, do a quick review of some of the past waivers, some new players to add will be revealed, the top 4 defenses to pick up, and I have a bunch of players that need to be dropped from your roster. Before we get into the waivers, I want to talk to you about fantasy basketball. If you do play fantasy b-ball, make sure you check out the website, follow the guru Fantasy Hoops Matt, and download the NBA season schedule booster. Enough about basketball, let's talk some football. The 2 teams that are on bye this week are the Eagles and Buccaneers. Some of the notable injuries that happened are Victor Cruz, he's out for the season, Stephen Ridley, Gerard Mayo, Sean Moreno, and Marvin Jones are also all out for the rest of the season. Here are some of the ads I previously mentioned. I had some doubts about Jerick McKinnon, but he headlines my previously mentioned lists. He goes from my deep league ads to a player that you must pick up. If you need a quarterback, Flacco and Palmer are must pickups. And to add more depth to wide receiver, LaFell Adams, Wright, and Beckham Jr. are the guys to pick up. And here are the new players to add. Mark Ingram, Reed, Bolden, and Trey Mason. Those guys are pretty obvious pickups. Most people are going to have them as a top waiver wire priority this week. And if you need a quarterback and Flacco and Palmer are not available, I really like Ryan Tannehill for week 7 and 8. And if you're in a deeper league, here are some more players to pick up. Brandon Tate is worth a start if AJ Green is hurt. We all know Marvin Jones is out for the season. Peyton Hillis is also worth a start in deeper leagues if Rashard Jennings is still out. Clay Harbor is not a bad tight end, and Scott Chandler and the rest of the Bills are just playing better with Kyle Orton. I think that was a great move for the Bills to bench EJ Manuel. And here are the top 4 defenses to add if you need a defense for week 7. The Browns D is the #1 defense to pick up this week. They play against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I like the Browns running game. I really like them this week, and that's another no-brainer. My second defense to pick up is the Cowboys. They face the New York Jets. And Geno Smith, man, that guy has a lot of potential to give your team defense fantasy points. I like the Bills defense over the next 2 weeks. They play the Vikings, and then they play the Jets. And if you can't find any other defense to play this week, go with the Vikings. Hey, sometimes you just got to let go and click that drop icon next to a player. These are some players that you need to drop. The Buccaneers D is on bye, and there's basically no reason to keep them on your team. Cruz and Ridley are out for the season, so you should drop them. Ladarius Green is a guy you should probably drop unless you're in a deep league. Same goes with Riley Cooper, and on top of that, Cooper is on a bye week. The Panthers defense may be worth holding on to in a 12-man league, but in a 10-man league, I'd suggest dropping them. Same goes with Terrence West. This is a guy you might want to keep if you're in a deep league, but if you're in a shallow league, he's definitely worth a drop. Like I said earlier, there's a few good running backs to pick up off waivers. And Jordan Reed is back, and he's putting up some stats. So if you have any other tight end on Washington, you may want to drop him. And that's all the time we have for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be doing some new segments, some brand new stuff we've never done before on the video. So make sure to subscribe, like, comment below, and check out the website fantasycouch.com for your fantasy football and basketball needs. I'll see you guys on the next video.